Thanks a lot. Wait, Irene? Hang on.
Hey Irene, it's Nastya. Listen, I just got a message from Dennis saying he wants the hits to be more conversational. So you guys can try to break up the questions and make it more instead of two, however you see fit, and I'll just be answering the questions. Or just talk to him about it, okay? Because it's a little bit insane here, okay? Thanks.
So she's going to send the questions. They should be here in like 5 minutes. So you'll have like 10 minutes to look them over, and that's pretty much it. When was the website shut down?
Day before yesterday.
Oh, wow.
It's down for about, well, actually, less than 24 hours.
Wow. So that really shocked you, didn't it?
No.
It didn't?
No, I'd actually set up another website in case it did happen, and so
you really anticipated all of this.
Yeah,
right?
and so that I thought I'd have a little more time, but I expected something like this would happen. In fact, the ISP said they would, and so I set up another site and was transferring the files, and so fortunately the news people who covered it was able to give out the new address, so we had the site up in time to when the news broke. And don't know if that had effect on Microsoft or not. No, the thing that really affected them was the publicity. They didn't expect that. Because typically people do succumb to this kind of threat.
Right.
But we wanted to see what would happen.
Right.
And so we're still, it's not over yet.
It's absolutely not over.
Because we will see, we'll put some more stuff up and see what they do. Because in the end, the idea is to not accept the principle of a bluff. That's what they're doing, is bluffing. Now, if they send someone out to break my legs, then I'll talk to the Russians about this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. It's unbelievable, though. It's still shocking. Even though you had that backup website, it's still all really surprising, nonetheless.
Yeah. Everyone needs a backup.
Yeah.
Back. And in an annual report that the company just issued, it states that its loss over the last 3 months of last year has been almost $9 billion, $8.9 billion in the last quarter to be exact. That is a lot of money. It's $65.51 per share. And of course, investors couldn't not react to this. They sent AIG's bid down by 7.5% in early trading, and basically the concern on the market is that the company, the insurance business, needs to go much stronger, and that the company needs to be more independent again. Of course, we all remember when last year AIG faced the biggest loss in history at $61.7 billion. And as the financial crisis really unraveled, the U.S. government jumped in and decided to help AIG with taxpayer cash by providing over $180 billion, and in return getting 80% stake in AIG. But guess what? Only months after this bailout took place, the AIG CEOs just went and started distributing hundreds of millions of dollars to its employees in bonuses, including to people working in the unit that was largely blamed for triggering the catastrophe that actually ended up leading to the crisis. And it's important to keep in mind that now this latest filing coming out, and AIG has said that it might need to rely on more financial support from the government, and it might need even more money. And whether or not this new bailout is going to take place, of course, remains to be seen, because even the spokesperson of AIG has been saying that this is no news at all, and AIG has been coming out with these warnings every once in a while, saying it might need more bailout money from the government. So from the look of things right now, it looks like the company is not doing too well at all. Lauren, absolutely. We've been seeing a lot of the blame game has really been going around in circles, especially among U.S. politicians. They have been finger pointing and trying to place the blame on someone else. We have been hearing from the former Federal Reserve Chairman Paul Volcker, the man behind Obama's Volcker rule, which is now stuck in Senate, saying that he blames for the initial catastrophe AIG was faced with a lack of federal regulation and insufficient regulation on a state basis too. He has been saying that regulators have basically been not looking outside the box and were looking in the wrong places for trouble. They completely ignored the reasons that led up to the catastrophe. You know, these credit default swaps, which basically mean insuring against future default, linked to different mortgage assets. They should have been looking there, but they tended to ignore that problem completely. We've been hearing a lot from former employees of AIG saying they, they blame other departments. They're saying this department said everything was fine, another department said everything was fine. So really a lot of finger pointing there too. And of course, last but not least, Treasury Secretary Geithner, we can't not mention him. He has been on Capitol Hill over 20 times. And the majority of these times, he was there to talk about AIG's troubles. We've been hearing from some congressmen saying that his story is becoming, quote, lame, because we know how he told the American people that unless this major bailout took place, there would be another Great Depression. So, with all the bickering going on and on, with all the finger pointing and trying to figure out what happens then, it looks like nobody's actually getting much wiser and trying to look into the problems that are taking place now. Thank you.
Nice.
Clear.